Hey, welcome back to Rabbit Hole Roundtable Talks, your go-to spot for everything trending on internet. We got a little bit of everything. We got positive news, weird and quirky stories from around the world, and the latest buzz from Reddit, mostly Twitter, YouTube, and more.
Yeah.
Every week we got something fresh for you, whether it's heartwarming stories, bizarre discoveries, or viral moments you won't want to miss. Hit subscribe and stay tuned for a mix of fun, weird, and awesome content every day. So, today we're going to be talking about some positive news stories. So, oh, I know we're recording, but we might have to cut this part out. We probably have to
Obviously.
we have to introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I forgot about introducing ourselves.
I might have to keep that in there. Just
I'm
oh
I'm
man.
wanted. Wait, I'm not wanted.
Oh golly, bro, chill. We just coming back.
This is a good welcome back story right here. I'm MK, and this is
Wanted.
Wanted. All right, so let me get into the first story. So the first story I got is another study shows incredible results of pairing solar panels with agriculture, getting more from the land. So the study shows that pairing solar panels with agriculture can significantly boost crop yields while conserving water and generating renewable energy for areas vulnerable to climate change. Research was led by the University of Sheffield reveals that agrovoltaics, the practice of using the same land for farming and producing solar energy, leads to greater crop yields with less water compared to crops grown in open fields. The international team, which included the University of Arizona, along with the Center for International Forestry Research and World Agroforestry, found certain crops such as maize, Swiss chard, and beans thrived under the partial shade provided by the solar panels. The shade helped to reduce the water loss through evaporation, while additionally using the rainwater harvested from the panels to supplement irrigation needs. Um, they have some quoted stuff here. Oh, I'll read it. So imagine a future where farms are powered by clean energy and crops are more resilient to climate change, said senior author of the study, Professor Sue Hartley from the University of Sheffield School of Biosciences and Vice President of the Research and Innovation. Agrovoltaics can make this vision a reality by offering a sustainable solution to the pressing challenges of food insecurity, water scarcity, and energy. By shading crops with solar panels, we create a microclimate that helps certain crops produce more, but they were also better able to survive heat waves, and the shade helped conserve water, which is crucial in a region uh, severely threatened by climate change. Beyond increased crop yields and water conservation, the study showed agrovoltaics can also provide a reliable source of clean energy for rural communities. Off-grid solar power systems can power homes, businesses, and agricultural equipment, improving the quality of life for many. Additionally, vegetation growing underneath the solar panel has been shown to shown in multiple studies, to keep the panel cooler, thereby allowing it to generate electricity more efficiently. By combining solar panels and farming, we were able to get more from the land, said lead author of the study, Dr. Richard Randall Boggess, who conducted the research and is now a research scientist at Syntef. This multifunctional approach shows the potential to boost food production and clean energy generation while reducing the need for irrigation. And that's the whole story.
Interesting.
What do you think about that?
I like how they were able to combine two important things, agriculture with solar energy and how those things can intertwine. I never thought about like vegetation under the panels being used as something where we can like harvest ourselves.
Yeah,
Because we always thought that plants need sunlight to grow, but I guess
right.
some need less than others, which is fair.
Yeah. Because that is like, imagine like a forest where you have trees like blocking out the sun, but then you still have plants growing underneath them.
Yeah,
And I always wonder like how, like they ain't getting
yeah,
much sunlight. But I remember reading another article before where it was saying that ultraviolet and infrared light gets through and some plants can absorb that.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. I was in the park the other day and there was like a tree that was growing diagonally because it was trying to get to that one spot of sunlight under the canopy. I was like, that's so interesting
Yeah.
how nature just finds a way to do what it has to do, man. It always does and it always will.
Yeah. And if you have like potted plants in your house, you'll see it too. Like the plants lean a certain way as the day
Yeah.
goes by.
Uh-huh.
Or like if you turn the pot, you'll see it lean and then it'll start to shift the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought that was cool. And now let's go on a rant about veganism. Just kidding.
Oh my, what? So do you think you could survive off the grid?
Personally, if I had land like farmland, I think I could.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure like gardening. The only thing I'm not 100% sure of is like rearing animals.
Yeah.
That I'm like I probably would be inexperienced, but
Uh-huh.
I don't think it was that hard to figure out. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And then solar panels, GG, I could.
Yeah, true, true.
Because
So
I do need to root games on my
I
phone
was just
or
going to ask, like, what's your limit to like conservation and off the gridness? Like, where's your breaking point?
yeah, my breaking point is definitely not having access to technology. Like I couldn't be what does people call who live out and they don't use technology?
Amish.
Amish. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like I could do it for like a month
Yeah.
or so, maybe even three, but not for like a year.
3 months.
That's why saying even 3 months is like, I don't know, you
Yeah.
know?
I I don't know how personal you want to get, but I was recently in a situation last year when I had no access to anything. I had no phone, no internet, no anything for like 8 hours. But it felt like forever because in that situation I needed to learn more about the situation, but I couldn't. Like I went to research and learn and think, and I was like, I'm a person where if I hear something, I look it up. If I see something, I look it up. Like now able to look up things is like it's just crazy to me.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Like, I feel like we've become so reliant on technology now,
Yeah,
especially like the internet. Is I don't know what we're gonna do if we have to revert back to using maps to find our way and all that.
yeah.
Not many of us can be able to survive.
Like in when like my phone is cut or the internet is down or like service is down, it just feels like weird. Not be able to
Yeah,
like figure out what's going on, where you are, your map's not working.
yeah,
A lot of people ain't gonna make it.
I agree. I know. I mean, we grew up in an environment where we had to survive without some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I think we would do a lot better than most people. But I mean, once you experience like stuff, you don't want to go back. You know what I mean?
So
So
that's all I was gonna say. Like if I was born Amish and then I think road trip there's a scene where I think when you turn like 16 you get to experience the world and then come back if you want. If I grew up that way and I came out and I saw like television, internet, I'm like, family, sorry, I ain't coming back to that, you know?
yeah, we talking about come back.
Yeah.
I'll be the only Amish person with a heap of solar panels
But you just
installed.
won't be
Like
Amish anymore. You just,
you're gonna be vexed.
yeah.
When he's the only one with heat during the winter, you have to use that fireplace.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
All right. So let's see here. Before we move on to our next news story, please consider dropping a like, subscribe. You know, we have to ask. Uh, we've been shown in the algorithm that it's a must. So feel free, drop a dislike, drop a like, whichever you feel. All right, so next story. Invasive murder hornets are wiped out in the US, officials say.
Oy.
Okay, see, this is good news for real. The American infestation of so-called murder hornets has been cleared and the species eradicated from these shores thanks to an all-hands-on-deck effort. First detected in British Columbia, which I don't know where that is. Um, anyway, in the summer of 2019, the Asian giant hornet moved down into Washington, where they quickly gained a reputation dangerous, for painful, dangerous stings and the ability to wipe out honeybee colonies in minutes. Dang. The Washington and U.S. Department of Agriculture announced the eradication Wednesday, with the last confirmed sighting of the world's largest hornet coming in 2021. Officials insist they will remain vigilant for holdouts. I've got to tell you, as an entomologist, I've been doing this for over 25 years now, and it is a rare day when the humans actually get to win against the insects, says Sven Spickger, pest program manager of the Washington State Department of Agriculture. He told a virtual news conference according to AP. The eradication couldn't have been accomplished without the hard work of state residents who, for months, diligently reported sightings. Others agreed to keep traps in their yards. Scientists employed a strategy often used on isolated island ecosystems to track invasive animals back to their haunts, which I guess is their nest. Known sometimes as the Judas strategy, referring to the biblical character, small radio transmitters were tied to the legs of three murder hornets who then became a spy, ooh, all knowingly, and led the researchers back to their nests. Unknowingly, not all knowingly. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, officials arrived and destroyed the nests just as several queens were starting to emerge from the brood. Damn, that's savage. These hornets deliver 7 times more venom than a honeybee and can sting multiple times, straight through the fabric of a beekeeper's suit. The nickname murder hornet was applied from instances in China where these hornets are native. They have killed 42 people in a single year, but the real risk they pose is less towards humans and more towards pollinators. A swarm of Asian giant hornets can kill and eat a whole honeybee colony in 90 minutes. They may have arrived in North America aboard shipping containers or in flower pots, but despite one unconfirmed sighting, no hornets have been seen in 3 years. That sighting was alleged in Kitsap County, where entomologists are still keeping lookout on behalf of residents, human and honeybees alike.
Wow.
That's the story.
You
Yeah.
know, we worried about like wars and all this stuff. Meanwhile, there's wars going on all the time between animals in the animal kingdom.
Yes, dude. So I'm a nerd, you know this, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I watch a channel where the dude literally just like raises ants.
My son watches that.
Yeah. Shout out to Ants Canada, by the way. So he has like this big like ecosystem thing
Terrarium.
that he has. Yeah,
Yeah.
terrarium. And right now, a lot of stuff happening with he have like several ant species living in the same terrarium, and they're going to war with each other. And imagine that, but in the wild, and how much larger those ant colonies are.
Yep.
Like, bruh,
It's crazy. And these like they just destroying entire colonies for no
in
reason.
90 minutes,
That's a lot. But
bruh.
but you see, bees. I feel like bees are like the safer of like the flying attackers. I'll call them. Wasps,
Yeah,
no, I think wasps probably pop a fight. Maybe.
bruh. They could sting multiple times because they don't die from a sting like how
But
bees do.
yeah, wasp either. The wasp would probably get them a fight around for their money. Maybe they're probably
Yeah.
just bigger than wasp.
You ever watch Hunter x Hunter?
Yes, I have.
So this reminded me of
Worst arc.
it was not the worst arc. I actually think that Miram, whatever his name was, the
Yeah,
king of the
yeah.
ants,
Mm-hmm.
I liked his progression as a character.
Mm-hmm.
He had the most character growth I've ever seen in that whole stupid show. I don't even think I like Hunter x Hunter as an anime up until the Ants arc.
No, man, this is where we have to defer, man.
But the reason I brought it up is because, it's hard to be upset at animals for trying to survive, like the Hornets,
Yeah,
they're not really doing anything wrong, they're just trying to survive.
yeah.
So, and then if you look at humans, we do a lot of evil stuff to other animals as well,
Hmm.
but there's no bigger creature out there making sure we don't wipe stuff out. Or maybe there is, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think that if aliens came to Earth and they enjoyed eating humans, that they would prefer eating babies?
I feel I'm really speechless, but I think so. It's like me eating like boneless chicken compared to like regular chicken. It's less work.
Boneless chicken compared babies to boneless chicken?
Only
God,
because you don't have to like worry about picking out the bones and just chew them up. They're soft.
true. I was more so thinking of them like baby spinach or
Boy.
like lamb chops.
Yeah.
But yeah, same concept.
Yeah. You wild, man.
I am. I'm sorry. Let me close this out. All right. So anyway, if these stories has brightened your day or we made you chuckle, please brighten up someone else's day by dropping a comment, sharing a story, a positive story, something that happened in your life that you think will brighten up somebody else's life. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon. Peace.
Peace.